Let's talk about one of those skills in algebra that you just have to get right, finding the least common denominator, or the LCD. Seriously, if you want to add or subtract algebraic fractions without pulling your hair out, this is where it all starts. So let's dive in and master this thing.
All right, so let's just start with a question. Look at this. On one hand, you've got 1/4 plus 1/6. You've been doing that for years, right? No sweat. But then you see that thing on the right, and it just looks like a completely different beast, totally intimidating. But what if I told you it's not?
Because here's the big secret, the thing that makes it all click. They both use the exact same logic. I mean it. The thinking you use for the simple problem is the very same thinking you'll use to tackle that monster. It's just a matter of perspective.
To prove it, let's start on some common ground. Before we even think about touching a variable, let's just do a quick refresher on how we find an LCD with regular old numbers. This is the foundation for everything.
So let's find the LCD of 12 and 18. First things first, you got to break them down. Factor them completely into their prime building blocks. So 12 is 2 squared times 3, and 18 is 2 times 3 squared. Now you look at all the unique factors you have. In this case, that's just 2's and 3's. And here's the key part. For each factor, you grab the one with the highest power. So we'll take the 2 squared, and we'll take the 3 squared. Multiply those together. 4 times 9 is 36. And that's it. That's our LCD. And this quote right here, this is the whole game. Take the highest power of each prime. Same logic for polynomials. That one sentence is the bridge that connects the easy stuff with what looks like the hard stuff. Remember it. Okay, so we've got the logic. Now let's turn it into a foolproof method for algebra. We're going to take what we just did and formalize it into 4 simple steps that'll work every single time, no matter what the polynomial looks like. Here it is, our 4-step playbook. Step 1, and you cannot skip this, ever. Factor each denominator all the way down. Step 2, make a list of all the unique factors you found. Step 3, go through your list and, for each factor, find the highest power you see anywhere. And finally, step 4, multiply those highest power factors all together. And that's it. That's your LCD.
All right, enough talk. Theory is great, but let's get our hands dirty. We're going to run our 4-step method through 3 examples, starting nice and easy and working our way up to that big one from the beginning.
Okay, first up, a bit of a softball. We're finding the LCD for 3 over x and 5 over x squared. Let's run the playbook. Step 1, factor. Well, x and x squared are already as simple as they can be, so check. Step 2, unique factors. There's only one game in town, and it's x. Step 3, highest power. Well, we've got x to the first and x squared, so the highest power is x squared. And step 4, multiply. Well, there's only one thing, so our LCD is just x squared. See? Easy enough. Okay, let's level up a bit. For example 2, our denominators are binomials, x plus 3 and x minus 1. They might look a little different, but trust me, the logic is exactly the same. So step 1, are they factored? Yep. You have to treat these binomials in parentheses as single unbreakable units. You can't break down x plus 3 or x minus 1. Step 2, our unique factors then are the whole chunk x plus 3 and the whole chunk x minus 1. Since they don't share anything and each only shows up once, we just take both of them. And our LCD is simply their product, x plus 3 times x minus 1. Done. And now, the main event. Remember that intimidating problem from the very beginning? This is where our 4-step method really gets to show off. We're going to find the LCD and prove this thing isn't so scary after all.
Now here it is, the most critical move in the entire game. Step 1, factor completely. Seriously, if you try to do anything else first, you're just going to get lost. So, x squared minus 4. That's a difference of squares, so it becomes x plus 2, x minus 2. And x squared plus 4x plus 4, that's a perfect square trinomial, which is x plus 2 squared. And boom, look at that. The second we factor, we see the hidden connection. They both have an x plus 2 piece.
Okay, now that we've unmasked the real factors, the rest is easy. Step 2, what are our unique building blocks? We have an x plus 2 and an x minus 2. Step 3, what's the highest power of each? Well, for the x minus 2, we only see it to the first power, but for the x plus 2, we see it once in the first one and squared in the second. So we have to take the highest power, x plus 2 squared. Step 4, multiply them together. Our LCD is x plus 2 squared times x minus 2, and we've done it. So now you've seen how to do it right, but let's quickly talk about the 2 most common ways people get this wrong, because knowing the traps is half the battle.
First up is the temptation to just multiply the original denominators together. And hey, that will give you a common denominator, but it's almost never the least common one. It's like using a sledgehammer to hang a picture. It kind of works, but you're making a huge mess and creating way more work for yourself down the line.
And here's the biggest mistake of all, the cardinal sin of LCDs, forgetting to factor first. If we hadn't factored in that last example, we never would have seen that shared x plus 2. We'd have thought the denominators were totally different, and we'd have created an absolute monster of a polynomial that was way, way bigger than we needed.
So if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. Factoring is not an optional step. It is the key. It's what unlocks the whole problem. It lets you see the hidden connections so you can build the smallest, leanest, most efficient common denominator possible.
So there you have it. The secret isn't that you need to learn some new, complicated math. It's that you just need a system to apply what you already know. You now have the foundational tool. So the only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Are you ready to start adding and subtracting?